Yeah, so our brand identity has evolved over essentially the generation that Hope's been in business and that I've been here. You know, we started as Mountain Shelter 32 years ago. That evolved with a merger in 2007 to H.O.P.E, which is an acronym for Helping Overcome Poverty's Existence. And that was a merger between two nonprofits. The H.O.P.E acronym we thought was a great umbrella, talking about our interest in overcoming poverty, breaking generational cycles. And so it served a great purpose, and the word hope is, certainly aspirational for many, but it's also a bit cliched. You see it all over the community. Even now today we're seeing it popping up in a medical clinic and another recovery housing program. So we had an interest in matching our brand to our evolved mission, which was housing and food, housing first, and food security, zero hunger. The board, the staff, senior staff, and even some donors were a little bit confused over time with our two main projects. We've got the Open Door Cafe here, and we have our H.O.P.E housing work just across the parking lot. We've got this beautiful downtown campus, and there's a bit of disconnect. There's a parking lot in between the two projects. The world has come to know the cafe, I say the world, the community has come to know the cafe for a really innovative, creative, social enterprise that's generating a whole lot of goodwill in the community and the region. But we came to realize that people at the cafe didn't know about the work at H.O.P.E over there. And we also realized the iconic name of the Open Door Cafe, with the doors that can open, they apply equally every bit as well to our housing work. Open Door implies what we're doing with our Housing First, our homeless programs. It applies to what we're doing with our home ownership stuff and our special needs housing. So the notion of maybe the Open Door needing to be part of our overall master identity was what we wanted to achieve. We've used Virginia Housing's capacity building support over the years for a couple of different major projects. Most recently, we used grant funding from Virginia Housing to support a strategic plan update that we completed just in the middle of the pandemic in 2021-22. And that kind of laid the groundwork for where we are today, with some expanded work in some niche housing as well as outreach into our service area to do housing and food. We went back to them when we had this notion that we wanted to rebrand and approached Virginia Housing for a capacity building grant to do just that. And that's perfectly in line with what they want to support. If agencies around the state are looking at a rebrand and upgrade, then they are able to fund that. They funded that project with a grant, and we're we're a year into it now, and it has funded our work with some consultants, special consultants out of Richmond who helped with the whole soup to nuts part of the project, as well as some graphic designers who helped us with the very specific logo, mark, name. And then we will be working with additional consultants on our website and other graphics and other pieces of the puzzle. Well, we're really super excited, stoked to announce the name's going to be Open Door Community. That's going to tie our community together. We've got the housing work there, we've got food work here. Open Door covers all of our work. It covers our cafe, it covers our housing program. So we're excited that it's going to do that. It's going to be a little more creative, we think, in terms of what we're doing and descriptional and aspirational of our community. And we're kind of stepping away from that name, that aspiration, that old name of H.O.P.E with the word poverty in it. So we feel like this is going to be a step forward, a major step forward. Next steps, we're rolling the name out with new signage on the campus here the 1st of June. We will be rolling out new internal graphics and signage. We'll be rolling out a new website with new logos and all the new color palettes and everything that's associated with that. So through the summer, through going into the fall, you will see, the community will see the Open Door community name really take root and we think really grow with us. Well, the new logo incorporates some of the pieces of a mark or identity we already have. Over the time, we've created this Open Door Cafe as a wholly owned subsidiary, and we have another subsidiary that's doing our property management, Open Door Property Solutions. The new logo will have a roof line or a peak line that will sort of be the umbrella, the shelter for all of our work. And underneath it, you'll see the name Open Door and Community below it. Community, we think, is really important, tying it all together. We have a community of stakeholders, we have a community of donors, we have a community of federal, state, local, and private foundations that support our work, and our customers, our clients, every day who come to us for housing or food. I think they're going to be the ones who will really identify and find a home under the Open Door community. Well, the colors are incorporating some of the colors of the cafe. We've been open here at the Open Door Cafe for 5 years. It incorporates the sort of the umbrella, the roof nature, the notion of something overseeing our 2 campuses. So I think that's going to be a nice cohesive link between the two. And the name Open Door Community is just an inviting, who could not like the name Open Door Community? We're welcoming, it's belonging, it's inclusive. We think it's going to be something that represents not just our world, but the Southwest Virginia where we live.